I think, Rich, we're going to talk about another South Dakotan, right?
We have been tickled all day by the stories that South Dakotans have been telling us about what they've done in their towns. Some of our stories reflect back a little bit further into the history, and while this is kind of a folk tale in a way, because I think it's got some mythic proportions in terms of its tradition and what it says about South Dakotans. The man's name is Dr. Alonzo Peeke, and since he began his medical practice in the community of Volga, he's had many opportunities to care for the needs of others.
I think it was about January, and every evening the wind would come up and we would have a blizzard, and I would get called out, and this happened for about a week, and I got a call to go to Lake Ponset, which is about 26 miles from where we are. We're on Highway 14. They said that Mrs. Hendrickson had a heart attack, and would I come up? So I asked her, I said, how can I get up there? They'd been coming into Arlington for groceries this afternoon. They said yes. I said, well, I can go get there on Highway 14 without any trouble. So I went to Arlington, 5 miles north of there. Then coming back, there was a big shelter belt on the north side of the road, which was about 2 miles long, and that was very hard to go through. I managed to get through that. At the end of that, there was an intersection, and there were a number of cars there, and a number of men waiting for me, and a big semi. And they said, we'll break the drifts and we'll get you to your patient. And so they went with us, and at every intersection up to where this house was, there were people waiting to see that I got through. And then I got the patient, put in the car, we came back. The next day I was in Kiwanis, and Art Mitchell, who was editor of the Brookings paper, was sitting next to me, and he said, have you had to go out in these storms? And I recited this story to him. And he said, then, how is it? Well, anyway, I told him, and he put this in his paper, the Brookings paper, and the newsman from WCCO announced it, and then he sent the article into the Reader's Digest. And when it got out in the Reader's Digest, I had a flood of mail from all my friends that I knew in Shanghai, China, also in other parts of the United States, asking me if I was the Alonzo Peeke that they knew I was. And it was a really heartwarming expression of the interaction of the people and how they help each other in South Dakota. And it's been that way all along. These people are concerned about each other. And it's been a great pleasure to work among them and to help them in their difficulties. We all have them.
Dr. Peeke, one of South Dakota's natural treasures who lives right here, and